Hey everybody, General Sky here, and I have been around the internet once or twice, as you can probably imagine. I've been using it for quite a while, and I've seen some things, man, and I'll tell you what, I've seen some really stupid things said by some really stupid people, as in, oh, it's so hard to make Let's Play videos, or YouTube videos, or like game recording videos or whatever. I don't have any specific examples because I don't check the YouTube comments too much. You know, I try and avoid that as much as possible. But there's been a few times I've noticed that people try and say that it's hard work and it's very difficult and it takes a lot out of you to do this kind of stuff. And I just sit there and I'm thinking, like, I do this. I make these kinds of videos. It's not that hard. It's not, no. So, today, I'm going to be showing you how to become a fancy Let's Player in less than 20 minutes. So, for as little cost as possible, really, because nowadays, you don't need to buy much. The two things that you will need to buy to become a fancy Let's Player is a decent computer, decent gaming computer that can run games well, and one that can record games at the same time, which if you have an NVIDIA graphics card or an AMD graphics card isn't a problem, which you should have in a decent computer for games, because those both have some sort of recording thing that records with basically no extra lag for you, which is really nice. AMD has Shadowplay, I'm sorry, NVIDIA has Shadowplay, and AMD has something else. I don't know what it's called because I don't have AMD, but the second thing you're going to need to buy is probably a decent microphone. You can have a pretty somewhat crappy, if you have like a gaming headset or whatever, that mic would work for a while, but I mean, you want at least a decent microphone, like the Blue Snowball that I'm using. It's only 60 bucks, it's not too bad. So those are the only two things you're really going to need to buy. You're gonna need at least one piece of software, maybe two. If you don't have an AMD graphics card or a NVIDIA graphics card, and you need some other way of recording things for free, then you're gonna need Open Broadcast software, broadcaster software. It's a streaming program, but it's also can be used to record your videos. I'm using it to record the desktop right now, so I can show you this. So if we go here, you can go to obsproject.com to get Open Broadcaster software. This isn't going to be a tutorial for setting this stuff up, but you can get it set up pretty easily. There's probably tutorials other places. And then you're going to need Audacity, which you can get at audacityteam.org, or just Google Audacity, download whatever. Both of these are free. I'm pretty sure they're both open source. This one might not be open source, I'm not sure. This one is, obviously. Well, not obviously, that's why it's called Open Broadcaster software, whatever. That's all you're going to need. This is going to be recording for your audio, if I didn't say that already. So after you've downloaded those two programs and you got them all set up and all nice and everything, you're going to want to open up a game. So we're just going to play some Team Fortress 2 right now. So I'm going to get into the game and we're going to kick it off from there. Alright, so we are now in the game. It may not look like we are in the game. It is probably just a blank screen right now. That is normal for what this is going to be. So once you're inside your game and you got everything set up, you're going to want to have to sync, since you're going to first want to start recording your Audacity before you start recording the video. That's pretty important for what we're talking about next, which is syncing the two files together, so that you're not talking out of sync of what's happening in the game, which is kind of important. This is a very easy, accurate way to do that I have found that I use all the time. First you start recording your audio, then you go into your game, and you hit your record button loudly enough that you can pick it up in your microphone and distinguish it from any of the other noise going around at your house, like this. And now we are in the game. Look at this, oh my goodness, we're playing Team Fortress 2, it's magic. So yeah, now you're recording your video, you're recording your audio. Congratulations, you are almost a bona fide, that's not how you say it, Let's Player. There's only a few more steps. First of all, play your game, finish your game, talk about your game, do whatever it is you need to do, man. I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job if it is your job, your hobby, whatever. Just do what you do, and once you're done with that, we'll get into adding everything together to be edited. Okay, so we are back on the desktop, and now we're going to edit the videos. We're going to mash them together. We're going to make it so you can put it on the internet, and people hopefully won't laugh at you. So first thing you're going to need is some sort of, well, not first, this is kind of like the third step. You're going to need an editing program software thingy. You can do this with basically any software out there, any free Windows Movie Maker, sure, iMovie, whatever. I'm using Premiere Pro because it's what I have, and Movie Maker's, I would show you Movie Maker. It's not on my computer. I'd have to download it, and like it's a Vista version or something. I don't know what's wrong with Microsoft. I guess they stopped caring. But you can get some free movie editing video software thing. I'm just gonna do some very basic stuff, so don't worry about most of this stuff that doesn't look like it makes any sense. So we have our gameplay video here, and I don't actually have the audio part because I am recording the audio part right now. Hang on. Okay, so with a bit of movie magic, we've imported the audio file that we're going to be using and the video file just into our program. You can do that with whatever program you're using, blah blah blah, doesn't matter. We're going to put in our video, and we're going to actually put in our audio first, and we're going to move the video down a little bit so we can listen. So remember earlier we hit the record button loudly enough that'll be picked up by the microphone, so we're going to listen for that. And I edit it to where it's very close to the beginning of the video. So what you're going to do, you don't want to sort of approximate it. You can if you really have to, but usually if you use like left or right on a keyboard or something, you can go frame by frame, more or less, and you can just cut off where the audio starts there that quickly, and you can use listen if you can't zoom in like that, which you probably can't. So then once you do that, then you just take the video file and you put it at the very beginning of the audio file, and that's it. It's all synced up. It's perfect. There's variable frame rates usually sometimes. That's not usually a problem. I think Shadowplay fixed that for NVIDIA. Usually it's just a constant whatever frame rate you set it as, so that shouldn't be a problem. So now it's going to be all synced up, and you'll see like this. And wait, actually, you know what? I lied, because you want to make sure that you're syncing up to the right thing, like this. So excuse me, I actually messed up at the beginning. So you always want to sort of watch your videos again. This is kind of a mess, isn't it? I'm sorry. Now it's synced up in the game. Look at this. Oh my goodness, we're playing Team Fortress 2. It's magic. So yeah, now you're recording your video, you're recording your audio, and you've already seen that. It's all synced up. And then all you gotta do from there is export it and put it on YouTube. You export it however it exports in your program. You just, you know, export it whatever you want to export it at, whatever resolution you recorded it as, not higher, because that's not going to do anything to the quality. It's probably going to make it a little bit worse, to be honest. So you want to have it, if you record it at 720p, export it at 720, record it at 1080, export it at 1080, whatever that is. And it might take a while, depending on how long the video is, how long the computer, how good your computer is. But after that, then you upload it to YouTube, and congratulations. I think I said that wrong. You're a bona fide, that's not how you say that still, YouTube celebrity, almost. You just do that for 7 years, and maybe you'll get about 1,000 subscribers. And congratulations. You've won.